Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Gabriel Cortez, the director of the ENLACE Leadership Institute at Northeastern Illinois University. Just creating this video to check in with the ENLACE familia and supporters and community members, right, who know about us and what we do in the Chicago area. As you know, every December we do a gala, a Noche de Celebración, in collaboration with Puerto Palante, which is directed by Dr. Angelica Rivera Lopez. And unfortunately, we're not able to do that this year because of COVID. So instead, I want to do this video and check in with everyone and just provide some updates, say hello, and really just touch on some great points of what's going on with ENLACE, NEIU, and all initiatives, well, actually most initiatives that are Latinx directed and supported for our communities, right? So first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to cohort 11. You have 2 semesters more until you earn your degrees, your master's degrees with us. So we are excited for you, as well as congratulations to cohort 12, for finishing up your first semester, right? For the first semester up to 2020, right? And we're excited for you. What we wanted to talk about as well is just in terms of our approach, right? In terms of what's happening with COVID in our communities. I know during the summer, students were reaching out to me because they were overwhelmed. A lot of stuff was happening, right? We had the Black Lives Matter rebellion taking place in the city of Chicago, throughout the nation. Some communities where our students actually live were being affected, right? As well, there was a lot of trauma, a lot of situations, and students were reaching out saying they couldn't focus. So what we did a check-in circle with our instructors for the summer, and we talked about how we can best support our students, right, during these times. And also we in terms of our expectations, we wanted to know how we can support them at the same time keeping our expectations high, right? So it's a matter of a push and pull, right? Understand where our students are at and how we can serve them as the instructors in the program. And as you know, that's really the heart of our program, which is student-centered and making sure our students are okay, right? I also want to make a point that COVID is affecting the majority of a great number of folks, in Black and Latinx communities in the city of Chicago, across the nation as well. Really is a connection to the low quality of services in terms of in the medical field, right? And we want to put attention on that because our communities do need us, right? And if you do not know, the communities of Gage Park and Belmont-Cragen are the communities in the state of Illinois that have the most cases of COVID. And these are 2 areas that are Latinx, predominantly Latinx community members. And for those of you who may not know, a lot of people tie it to not only the lack of medical attention, but also the fact that many immigrants live here and still work in unsafe workplaces, right? Where they have to continue to go to work because they have to get their money, they have to get their income coming in, and they don't have any benefits that protect them. So again, a lot of work to be done in our communities, and let's be aware of what's happening and see how we can support communities, because our students come from these communities. So it's a direct tie to our mission in serving our Latinx community. That being said, let me get to the fun part now. I want to just spend some time and really recognizing all of our family members that we can in terms of their success and their contributions. I want to say a special thank you, right? Shout outs and thank yous to the semesters from, the instructors from the spring semester, professors, Dr. Claudia Mercado, Dr. Cristina Garcia, Professor Deanne Brown, and Dr. Maria Luna Duarte, who during the spring semesters when COVID hit, we had to shift from regular classroom in person to the platform that the remote platform that we are currently on today, right? And that shift was difficult because it was the first time many people had to use this platform, so we had to actually learn on the go, right? And I also want to say special thank yous to our summer semester instructors, Dr. Angelica Rivera Lopez, Dr. Leonard Ramirez, Dr. Maria Luna Duarte, and again, Dr. Claudia Mercado. And then this fall, I want to say thank you to our instructors, and that is Dr. Ana Garcia, Dr. Daniel Lopez, Dr. Sean Lampkins, and myself, Dr. Gabriel Cortez, right, for continuing our work and supporting our students during these times. I want to just bring out some special recognitions, right, folks who are achieving and just doing great things, and I want to shine some light on that because our community, right, we do have a lot of superstars, and I'm sure I won't get everyone, but I want to shine some light on the folks that I did remember. So first, Dr. Angel Garcia, who actually officially retired last December as a full professor in the Educational Leadership Program at Northeastern Illinois University. She is now emeritus professor. She, if you don't know, she's done many great accomplishments in the Latinx community here in the city of Chicago as well, nationwide. But if you don't know, recently, in the last 3 or 4 years, she helped establish 3 cohorts through the Educational Leadership Program, the K-12 Leadership Program, right, to produce Latinx bilingual principals, school leaders, right, and establish a cohort pipeline for CPS. And for those of you who may not know, CPS, Chicago Public Schools, right now, about 49%, the majority of students are Latinx background. And we only have 16% of the principals in the Chicago Public Schools are of Latinx background. So Dr. Angel Garcia actually led this initiative, collaborate with CPS to implement these cohorts so we can address this equity, right? It is an equity issue. And I'm so proud of her, and this is very important, right, in terms of seeing representation, seeing ourselves, our community members, as leaders of these schools, because again, we are the majority of the Chicago Public Schools, and we do need representation and leadership. And she took that initiative, with her leadership skills. So thank you, Dr. Garcia, for your contribution and your efforts always, right? And fortunately, we still have her as an instructor in the ENLACE program. So even though she retired, she's still with us. So I thank her for continuing her support, right? My next recognition is Professor Deanne Brown, who officially retires at the end of this semester as the Assistant Director of the Center for Community Access and Success at NEIU. So he, for so many years, and I believe he taught since the beginning of the ENLACE program, famously taught the law in higher education class, right? So students love him. I think this is a class that a lot of students are intimidated by, right? Because it's law, but as many will tell you, they say they really enjoyed his approach, his relationships with students, and really breaking down law for us so we can understand it and make it comprehensive for us, right, that are new to this topic. So thank you for your service. Deanne Brown, you will always be a member of the ENLACE familia. I know we put it on our Facebook page, and just much love to you and your family. And again, stay in touch, and you're more than welcome to come by whenever you have time for us. So, and I do want to recognize Dr. Jorge Nieto, who will relieve Professor Brown in the law class, right, starting next semester. So this is on the fly, right? He is a member, alumnus from the cohort 5. So it's great to see folks come back and and contribute and give back to the program. Dr. Nieto. He is currently the Dean of the College of Lake County on the Lakeshore campus. So he's bringing that experience, right, from up north, Waukegan, Kenosha, Zion area. So he's bringing that lens, that experience, and we are glad to have you. So I've heard many great things about you. And again, I'm here to support you to get you situated so you can teach this class. We also want to recognize Dr. Daniel Lopez for his first year as president at Harold Washington College in downtown Chicago. So much love to you. Congratulations, felicidades. We know it's a big shift from being the VP of Student Affairs at Northeastern, and especially this transition during the COVID time. So again, I hope things are going well for you. I know it's very challenging, and again, we're here, right, to support you, and thank you for continuing to teach for the program as well. We also want to recognize Dr. Sean Lampkins, a great friend of mine from U of I. We went to graduate school together. He relieved Dr. Asif Wilson for the research methods class, Lead 429, this semester. Dr. Wilson asked me if it was okay for him not to come back just because he was getting headaches from being on the computer, right, laptop, because everybody's doing a remote platform. And I totally understood because me and him both are strong advocates for mental health and taking care of ourselves. I'm glad you were able to communicate with us. And of course, this seat, is open for you. And Dr. Sean Lampkins, who is an expert in quantitative and in qualitative methods, right, in research. So I'm so glad that we were able to get someone not only who is equipped and competent in this field, but someone who also knows our students, right, in terms of the demographic. He's an affiliate of the University of Oregon. So right now he's in California, and because of the remote platform, he was able to teach and connect with our cohort 11. So thank you, Dr. Sean Lampkins, for coming through. We also want to recognize Dr. Claudia Mercado. She's been with us for, I think, 5 and probably more years. I don't know, but she's a veteran program, very popular with the students, right? And currently she's an interim vice president of diversity, equity, and inclusion at Harper College, and she is also a fellow for the Aspen Presidential Fellow Award, right? So she's doing great things representing NEIU, Harper College, and Dr. Mercado, we love you, love your energy always, right? And we wish you the best in your position right now at Harper College. And we also want to recognize Dr. Cristina Garcia, Associate Dean, who actually just took the position of Associate Dean at the College of Communication and Behavioral Sciences at Elgin Community College. Dr. Garcia also is an NEIU alum, earned her bachelor's degree here with us, earned her PhD, I believe, in UIC. I apologize if I'm wrong, but we're glad to have you back. You've been here for the last 3 years, and students love you as well. So we're glad to have you, and congratulations. And we just want to recognize as well Dr. Maria Luna Duarte, as well as Dr. Angelica Aguilera Lopez, the 2 directors, right? One for the Central, that's Maria, and the other one for Puerto Palante, that's Angelica, who are, in the front lines with students and families, making sure that, they're being accommodated, at Northeastern, and who've been teaching in the program for the last several years. And we're, just want to recognize your efforts. You're working with undergrads and as well teaching in the program. So thank you for your work and service, right? Other recognition we want to do, we want to recognize ENLACE alumni. For those of you who are in doctoral programs, I may not have everyone, but I just want to shine some light on those who I remember, right? So Trisha Rosado, Tony Peña, Mark Valencia, Angel Velez, Luis Narvaez, Carlos and Jose, Stephanie Herrera, and Isabel Castro, right? So congratulations on being in the doctoral programs right now. I am aware of your status. We are extremely proud of you continuing your education. We know y'all can do it as doctoral scholars. Hopefully, when you earn your degrees, you'll be able to come back and teach class for us, right? And reconnect with future cohorts. So we are proud of you. Much love to you always. And we know the work is hard, so we're here if you need our support. Y también for those who I may have missed, I do apologize. And please let me know so it can be on my radar, on our radar, so we can recognize you next time around. So thank you. I do want to give a special shout out, right, and thank yous to the ENLACE Admissions Committee. These are folks who every spring semester we revise, accept, revise, review, go through, take a vote, and nominate folks who we think are great candidates for the program, right? So this actually has been helpful because we've really been trying to focus and enrolling students who are great fits in the program. So thank you, Gina Gamboa Pacheco, Leonard Ramirez, Mason Salazar, and Luis Narvaez for your time, energy, your input in being a part of the admissions committee and for helping us, right, identify prospective students and enroll them into the program. So I do appreciate your time and energy. I also want to say a thank you to the advisory committee, right? These are members who are part of the ENLACE familia, who come together and just brainstorm ideas, look at situations, see how we can improve. And I just really, me being the only person that really represents NEIU, that represents the ENLACE program at NEIU, I really do appreciate your support. So thank you, Gina Gamboa Pacheco, Leonard Ramirez, Celia Chavez, Franklin Ortega, Mason Salazar, and Isabel Castro for your time and energy and contributing to the ENLACE program. I do want to say that we will begin to accept applications for cohort 13. Yes, cohort 13 in January of 2021. They will start their cohort program in the fall of 2021. Si Dios quiere, if everything goes well. So again, if you want to nominate folks that you think will be a great fit to our program, please let them know that they can submit the application starting in January. And we do hope that you can identify some folks and let them know about this great opportunity. I do want to shine some light on some other recognitions, right? On campus, we have the Committee on the Status of Latinx, CSL is the acronym, right? And I do want to recognize the new co-chairs who have relieved Dr. Isabel Pulido. And this is Dr. Hector Morales, who is from the Teacher Education Program on campus, and Dr. Patricia Aguado, who's from the Social Work Program. So thank you for relieving Dr. Pulido. Thank you for your leadership and time and energy, because we know the work of the CSL is extremely important, especially now, right? And then I also want to just shine some light on the Diversifying Faculty Hire initiative at NEIU that was initiated by Dr. Isabel Pulido and the CSL in collaboration with Black Student Success on Campus and other NEIU reps across campus, right? So this group of NEIU reps attended an institute in California in 2019, which was hosted by collaborative effort between the Center for the Center for Urban Education at USC, University of Southern California, and Excelencia in Education, which is a pro-Latino advocate organization to support Latinx, the Latinx community in higher ed. So this is huge, right? And I'm a part of a committee right now to hire the new founding director of the EDD program. And we're actually looking at this initiative to make sure that we have criteria to diversify our faculty and hires on campus. So thank you so much for this work. It is extremely important. And the fight continues, right? So we need to make sure we invest in these type of efforts. I also want to recognize CSL subcommittees that were established mid-semester in the fall. These are subcommittees, right? The first one being on recruitment, enrollment, and retention, and the second one being student-centered equity and culturally responsive pedagogy. The third one being policy, which is related to the diversifying faculty hire that I just mentioned before, right? So I think these are three great initiatives that are taking place by the CSL. We are working with folks across campus, so it's not just Latinx, but it is three initiatives for sure being initiated and collaborated with through the CSL. So again, thank you for your efforts, and I want to shine light on that. We are also, NEIU also is doing a collaboration with the Illinois Equity and Attainment Initiative, also known as ILEA, I-L-E-A. The co-chairs are Dr. Sharon Bethea from the Counselor Education program here on campus, and myself, Dr. Gabriel Cortez, representing educational leadership in ENLACE and the CSL. So I'm happy to be part of that committee of collaborative effort. We're working with Dr. Julian Williams, who's from the ILEA. He also graduated from the same program I graduated from at the University of Illinois at Brandon-Champaign. So I feel great about this. Working with Dr. Sharon Bethea is awesome. So hopefully we'll have some type of equity plan laid out at the end of the spring semester of 2021. So that's happening as well. I also want to recognize Valentina Gamboa Turner. She is the new Assistant Director at the Angelina Pedroso Center for Diversity and Intercultural Affairs. I want to give her much props to her for having an outstanding Latinx Heritage Month this past semester, right? This is her first year, and she came on board and hit the ground running, right? And actually we had like individuals come in, Juan Gonzalez from Democracy Now! Did an outstanding presentation, right, as the kickoff guest speaker, right? And there was other events that she hosted, Dia de los Muertos, local activists from different regions of Latin America. So outstanding job, much props to you, Valentina, and we hope to see you do more great things in the future. So thank you. And then now, NEIU is actually conducting current searches, right, to fill our leadership positions. So if you know any folks in your network, scholarly network who could fill these positions, please let them know. The first one being the Vice President of Student Affairs / Dean of Students. This is the vacancy left open after Dr. Lopez departed to Harold Washington College. The Vice President, the founding director of the EDD in Urban Education Program at Northeastern Illinois University. So it will be the first EDD or doctoral program at Northeastern, and I'm actually on the committee for that. So if you know anyone who's interested, who's eligible, and more importantly, competent, right, to serve our student body, please let them know about this position. And the third one is Associate Vice President for Enrollment Services. And the fourth one being the Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. So this is a new position. As you know, like equity has been the buzzword ever since the Black Lives Matter really put these racial, right, inequity situations on the national platform. And so now we really want to take advantage of this. So I'm hoping that we do get someone who's competent in serving our communities and understand what the HSI means, a historic Hispanic serving institution, as well as serving African American students and community members, as well as a diverse, right, student population here in Northeastern. Excuse me. Cool. And then we want to say congratulations to University of Illinois at Chicago, UIC, for receiving the seal of Excelencia from Excelencia in Education. This is huge, actually. So this is a national certification for institutions that strive to go beyond enrollment to intentionally serve Latinx students, right? So we just spoke with President Gibson, the president of NEIU, President Gloria Gibson, yesterday, and she is eyeing, right, this seal of excellence as well. So you know, much props to her for recognizing how important this is, not just for the Latinx community, but as well as for Northeastern. And just, you know, congratulations to UIC for you know, coming through, being recognized, and much love to the Latin American Recruitment and Educational Services Program, also known as LADES, Executive Director Hugo Terrell, and Associate Director, also an ENLACE alumnus from Cohort 6, Luis Duarte. Much props to you, your program, and your team, right, for being recognized, and more importantly, for the work you do for our community. So thank you. And then I also want to recognize and give congratulations to the National Louis University for receiving the CLAVE Fellowship Grant that supports Latinx scholars with doctoral and postdoctoral opportunities. Look them up. It's a CLAVE, C-L-A-V-E, fellowship at National Louis University in Chicago. If you Google it, you'll be able to find it. But I want to say thank you to Dr. Tiffany Jimenez and Melanie Flores for reaching out to me and visiting my human relations class, right, with Cohort 11, and informing us about this opportunity, this great opportunity actually for us in the Latinx community. They also understand that we're underrepresented in the field of higher ed leadership. So they provide this opportunity to support us financially to pay for our doctoral studies, as well as a postdoc opportunity as well. So look them up, spread the word. They're great people, and they're able to come. So thank you for making that connection. And I want to say a quick thank you to Miguel Marino, Cohort 10, who just graduated this past summer, who updated our alumni directory, and who also put together a PowerPoint slide show depicting the history and impact of ENLACE. Since the beginning of the ENLACE Leadership Institute in the year 2000, with financial support from the Kellogg Foundation, we have graduated 10 cohorts so far, right? Over 100, maybe even 120 Latinx master's students. We can't really count all of them because through the directory, but for sure over 100 Latinx master's students. Developed Latinx leadership who work in over 30 higher ed institutions in the Chicago area, right? From the City Colleges of Chicago and University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign to the College of Lake County and Augustana College, and many much more institutions. So we've been, you know, blessed to really complete the mission that we were tasked, right, in the year 2000. This is a great accomplishment. I think that this is something we probably need to publish, put the word out there. But ENLACE is doing great things for sure in the city of Chicago for the Latinx community in higher education. So I just wanted to put that out there. I know we missed some numbers, so this is just accurate, I would say, right, in terms of the stats that how we've contributed in the field of higher education. So I want to say thank you, right? I also want to say thank you to all community members who invested in this vision to help develop Latinx leaders in higher education for our communities in Little Village, Humboldt Park, Aurora, Waukegan, Hermosa, Southeast Chicago, and many other communities that continue to thrive despite the challenges of institutional racism, xenophobia, and invisibility on the national platform. We see you and we love you, right? And this is important, right? Because, you know, we have COVID happening and you know, many Latinx immigrant communities are being affected in so many different ways, especially in the workforce where, you know, we're exploiting them, but yet this issue, for whatever reason, is not on the national platform. So we see you, we know what's going on, and we just want to recognize those folks who have been coming through and supporting us to complete our mission, right, of continuing to develop leadership in the fields of higher education. I also want to say thank you to the founding director, Dr. Santos Rivera, and former directors, Dr. Richard Rutschman, Dr. Francisco Gaitan. I also want to thank NEU President Gloria Gibson, Interim Dean of the College of Education, Andrea Evans, Chair of the Literacy Leadership and Development Program, Howard Boatink, NEIU Administrative Assistants, Farina Serb, Jennifer Grzilak, and Ann Botts for your tremendous support. Always when I have questions, when I need to figure something out, I just want to say thank you for always being there for me and responding to my questions. And much love and light to everyone else who I may have missed, right? And these thank yous, shout outs, and shining light. I am honored and humbled to serve as the current director. En el nombre de mi comunidad, mis antepasados y el creador. I am fully aware of the efforts our ancestors paid for us, and I hope we can do the same for generations to come. Remember that no human being is illegal, Black Lives Matter, and healthcare and higher education should be free to everyone in this planet. This is our world, nuestro mundo, so let's treat it like it is, right? So I wish you all a happy and healthy holiday season with much love to you, your loved ones, y que Dios los bendiga. Thank you and take care. Peace. All right.